been snoozing away like
He
a
set up
big
a cell
bearded
for
babe.
Sokolov in the old kennel. Shackles and everything. It'll be a shock, him waking up in the straw and old dog poop. But from what I hear, he's woken up worse places. Guess we all have at that.
What does that even mean, Samuel? Sometimes I think you just say these things to sound cool. I mean, you are pretty cool.
Well done, Corvo. Well done. I doubt a dozen soldiers could have done it better. Sokolov's knowledge will enable us to strike at the Lord Regent directly, and ultimately help you get your life back. Soon, we won't have to hide in the shadows. The royal physician is brilliant, but he was a fool to protect the Lord Regent. Sokolov gave us the elixir, the war machines. He could have made us a great nation. Now he pays the price for siding with a tyrant. You have my thanks, sir. If you wish to get some sleep, now is a good time.
What price does he pay exactly? Let's go say goodnight to Emily first. I mean, we're just gonna get him to make cool stuff for us, aren't we? So he's not really paying a price, he's just got a new boss. You got anything new for me, Piero?
Normally, I'm a natural philosopher, but today, consider me a humble craftsman here to serve.
Lovely. Boot stealth. That sounds good. We'll definitely buy boot stealth. We've got so many coins. Boot stealth 2. We'll buy that as well. Do we need mask optics? I don't think it's going to help us with the old heart, because when we zoom in we probably can't use the heart. But guess it can't hurt to buy it. We've got the coin. Combat sleep dart could be useful. We are getting into combat on the reg, but maybe also some more sleep bolts. Just cuz. Right, let's go find Em, shall we? She is in her little tower.
Attention citizens. This evening, the streets adjacent to Pendleton Manor
up there,
will
I
be
guess.
closed for a private ceremony following the tragic loss of two of our city's best and brightest, the Lords Custis and
Custis.
Pendleton. All holdings and parliamentary votes now fall to Lord Trevor Pendleton, who asks for respect during this time of mourning.
Interesting. Now, can we get up into that tower? 'Cause this is where Emily hangs out, isn't it? Yeah, my bed's over there. I mean, we can get up here. We can make our way into the tower this way, perhaps. See what old M's up to.
Please be as quiet as you can. It took forever for Emily to fall asleep. Poor dear. It's okay, Emily, I'm here. She seems happier when you're here. Though I know you have important things to do. Out there, in the city.
Well, we shan't disturb her then, I suppose. There's a golden cat. Lovely. Audiograph player?
There's hardly a need to work on table etiquette. She knows it all, even if she chooses not to employ it. She'd rather hold her spoon by the wrong end and pretend it's a sword. Then suddenly she changes and she's all manners, asking for a tea party. I tried to oblige her, but I have little to work with. No proper plates. Instead of a cloth napkin, I've only the bar rag. Ale mugs instead of teacups. I've asked for things befitting her, but they have their minds on other things. For now, Emily and I decided to make a pretend dinner using paper and little things she's found here and there. On the floor, I suppose. Not right for a princess, but it'll have to do.
Fair enough. They're doing their best. Callista's cool. And there's a picture of Mummy. Poor dead Jessamine.
She sees more than she is telling. Young Lady Emily. Poor Emily. Her childhood is lost. She has become a pawn in the games of men. She was bribed with sweet biscuits and ox milk, calmed with stories of magic and seafaring, all to keep her sane in a time of turmoil.
Yep, that seems to be working well. She looks extremely sane right now.
They top off the wine with river water,
Oops.
but eventually someone swoons. Then fresh bottles are fetched from the cellars.
That's not a Callista phrase, that's just a pub phrase. Stupid heart. Now, where's my bed? Here's my bed. Here's Lord Pendleton's reward. Found some other means of neutralising them without taking their lives. Even if they're miserable, they're alive. Yeah, I'm sure that's worked out well for them, hasn't it? But we'll take the money. And we'll go to bed.
Corvo, wake up! You were making funny faces while you were sleeping.
Says you.
I decided to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here.
Yeah, that's true.
Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
You're alright, kid. You stay over here and do childlike things. I will go and speak with Mr. Sokolov. Now. Up. It's over that way somewhere. So let's bounce our way down to ground level without falling to our death again. You got much to say, Trev? Hanging around?
I hope Sokolov will cooperate. I'd hope to have him paint my portrait again one day. Just me this time.
Well, of course it would be just you. Unless we want to dig the boys out of their mine. Bonk.
It's not that I object to holding him hostage for a while, since he's been aiding the Lord Regent. But it's a shame. I always found him rather charming.
Yeah, doesn't mean he's a good guy though, does it?
Royal Physician, I believe you and Corvo knew each other in former days. Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyalty means.
I am loyal to my inner spirit. You are the one consorting with the most wanted man in the Empire.
It's my belief that Corvo was innocent in the death of the Empress, and the former spy master, or the Lord Regent, as he calls himself, is a ruthless tyrant bent on destroying this city, the heart of the Empire.
You are mistaken if you think there's love between me and our Lord Regent. But whatever you intend to do here, I assure you, I am beyond petty scare tactics.
If I don't scare you, Sokolov, perhaps these rats will. Even if they don't carry plague, I've heard of a swarm of rats stripping a child's body to the bone in half a minute. I've heard worse. How long do you think it'll be before you talk? Before you beg to talk?
Rats? Is that the company you keep now, Admiral?
It's a good comeback.
It's the company you keep that interests us, Sokolov. We know you painted a portrait of the Lord Regent's mistress, the very aristocrat who is funding the military with her fortune. She is the key to the Lord Regent's control over the city, and we must have her name.
Sorry, Admiral. I cannot help you.
It's Lady Boyle. I already found the painting in Sokolov's house. Is that useful for you, Havelock? Sokolov, you prick.
You're part of this rabble, but I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he does. All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect not to tell you. You will have to force the words from me, and I warn you, my willpower is quite legendary.
Well, we could bribe him. That'd be the low chaos option. But we've seen the experiments he's been up to with innocent victims, so let's see if the rats are hungry.
Sorry, Sokolov.
No, not rats. Stop! Stop! I will tell you what you need to know.
Flashback.
And I warn you, my willpower is quite legendary.
End
a flashback.
I'm obliged to safeguard Dunwall's greatest intellectual asset. I can only tell you so much. I was not permitted to see her face or hear her full name. She called herself Lady Boyle. You see, I painted her from behind. I assure you, she still makes a striking portrait, but I do not know which Boyle she is. I was to be introduced to her at a masked ball in her honor this very night. But I will miss that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyle estate. Tonight? The timing is perfect, Corvo. But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course. You already have a mask, don't you, Corvo?
Yes, you will be able to mingle with them once you're on the grounds. You'll have to find out which of the Boyle women is connected to the Lord Regent, and take her out whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. Corvo, if you do this tonight, we'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself and put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
So yeah, convoluted much. He only painted her from behind, so he doesn't know her name or her face. And there's a masked ball tonight, and we happen to wear a mask. It all seems to add up to contrivances. But hey ho, it leads to good gameplay, so we can't complain too much, can we, Anton?
I swear I never saw her face, although I can vouch that her hindquarters are the finest in the city, and perhaps the Empire itself.
Well then, let's go to the ball and just look at everyone's asses.
I hear you're off to the Boyles' little bash tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw? You'll know him. A rather brusque man wearing a wolf's mask. In fact, he may be looking for me.
That doesn't bode well. Again. But hey ho. We can probably get that done.
Have you ever been in a sea battle?
Of course.
Did you ever see pirates? And did you sink any?
Of course. Dozens. Oh, yes. But that's not for young girls to hear about.
But I will be Empress, won't I? And then I'll have to sink lots of enemy ships myself. And that's what Empresses do mostly, isn't it?
Of course.
I knew it! I read that some pirate ships have witches aboard that can cause storms and make whales do what they want. Is that true?
Yes. Mostly. Maybe we should be quiet now.
Very well.
Well, you don't have to be quiet, Emily. Piss off the Admiral all you like. It's fine with me. But yeah, one of the things I like about games, they let you do things that you can't do in real life. So with that said, let's go to a party.
Costume ball, huh? Well, that'll be fun, but not for everybody. You ready?
New part of the city.
Regent's pulling out all the stops for the Boyle family. I didn't think there'd be tall boys patrolling here tonight. Watch yourself, Corvo. They don't fool around. The good news is, once you get to the party, that mask of yours will let you blend right in. Enjoy your evening out with the folk of quality. Better you than me.
So yeah, tall boys. They're tall. And they've got boys in them. And they will wreck your shit. So let's be careful, shall we? There's a rune over there. There's a bone charm up there. And there's a bone charm and a rune in that direction also. So let's sneak a boot and see what we can see.
Citizens, please clear the streets. This area is restricted to invited guests only. By request of the local landowners, unauthorized intruders will be expelled or apprehended.
Now, they're up there. They're both up there. So what do we want to spend our runes on? We wanted possession. But we also wanted longer blink, I think.
This place gives me the creeps. Didn't old Granny Rags used to live right here?
Who? That crazy old lady?
They say she used to be a noblewoman until her whole family died off. They say she sold them to the outsiders.
How about this? You do your damn job, and I'll watch out for scary old ladies.
Alright, so we've got a civilian. And we've also got that guard. Now, can we zoom in on people?
He steals from his business
We
partner
can.
a little every day. Madness runs in his family, and he is the worst of them all.
Right, so that guard's horrible. Good to know. Where did I put my deadly, deadly crossbow bolts? Here they are. Oh no, it's my sleep darts. Although, are there any rats around? I don't see any. That's a shame. So that guy's coming back. That's fine, I guess. Oops. I think we kind of got away with that. Maybe? He doesn't seem to have fully spotted us, whoever he is. Why is he even here? What is he doing? Right, we've got whale oil canisters around. Rewire tools, cool. This guy will try and drop down in the old trash bin. And now we can properly explore around here and see what's up. Much of anything? So there's an entrance to that building. So we can always blink, can't we? So we can always get up high to get into buildings that way. Tallways over there. Maybe we do want to go in through the door. Either way, we want to get in there and grab the runes and bone charms and whatnot. Is that another tall boy? Yes. Ah, Reapers. Get out of here. Tallboy's having fun. We'll make our way upstairs, because it's going to be upstairs. Judging from where the heart was directing us. Yeah. Both upstairs in this house, by the look. Yeah, it's an outsider shrine. Lovely. So. Are you another Weeper? You look like you might be. Can't seem to choke you out. Got you though.
Going to a party, Corvo? Is that what you dreamed of? All those months in Coldridge Prison while waiting for the executioner? Wealth, beautiful women in the latest fashions, laughing and drinking Tivian wine? And what of the host, Lady Boyle? I can see all her tomorrows, and I know that either she dies tonight at your hand, or she'll live out her days, month after month, year after year, far away, even as her fine clothes wear into tatters and her silken hair gets dull and gray. Half the city can see the lights from the party, and they dream of the delights inside. Will you tear it all to pieces? Either way, it's Lady Boyle's last party.
Yep. Ah, more bloody Weepers. Stop weeping on me, you horrible shits. Gosh, you're the worst. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. We either kill her tonight, or she lives happily ever after, from the sound of it. Although we're not sure how happy that is exactly. Now, what's this bone charm all about? Food heals you more? Could be useful. We are taking lots of damage. Let's take off white rats won't attack, because we're gradually losing all the rat powers. Now, there's no other reason to be in this building, is there? Unless we want to try and drop on that tall boy's head and kill it. Because I think that's a achieve that I don't have yet. It seems like something that could be done from up here. There it is. So if we were to come over here... it's a bit far away. Can we land on it from here? Yeah, we can. Big boy goes down. This guard doesn't even notice. What an idiot. Yeah, well. He gets to live tonight. That's his prize for not paying any attention while I kill the tall boy. So now what? Now we need to go grab that rune that's in the water, I think. It looked like it was in the water. I guess this is the tall boy officer. In you go. Now, there's another tall boy about. But where? There's also possibly more weepers. And more guards. But yeah, this rune is in the water, so that's fine. We'll snag that. Only 3 on this level. Can we do much with this one? We've currently got 6 runes, so we could buy Possession 2 at this point. Or with 1 more rune, we could buy Possession 2 and... no. Where's Blink? There it is. No, we need 2 more runes, so we can either buy Possession or Blink this level. I don't know if we need Possession just yet. Let's buy Blink 2. Now we'll save up for Possession. And then beyond that, I don't know. Maybe Wind Blast, because I never really use it. But either way, we've got a better Blink now. That'll certainly come in handy. So, we've got Tall Boy roaming over there somewhere. Boil party is happening there. Bone Charm is in this general direction. So let's see if we can't sneak past the tall boy down here. Right, we can. Now I feel like that's another Weeper infested building. Also there's rats. We will evade the rats. They're not our problem right now. Now, what are you lot doing? You're not guarding... no, you're just generally weeping. You're not guarding the bone charm because it's upstairs. But there may be other weepers on the prowl. Let's have a peep. Not seeing anything. Good. I mean, it's dark as shit, so I'm literally not seeing anything. bone charms in the vicinity. Alright, so that's the door to the outside by the look. More coin. Good. And there's the bone charm. Tough skin. That sounds promising. Max health slightly increased. Okay, maybe not. The idea being that we're not really going to get caught up in too much combat. In theory. If I have to die and restart, so be it. So that door's locked, so that's fine. Because this door is open. It'll take us out here. And then we're not far from the party up here. Can we... I mean, we could go up there. Where are we now? Guard quarters key needed. So this is the guard quarters. So we're pretty much in Lady Boyle's mansion at this point. Oh, and there's the key. Neutral zone. Try to blend in. Ah, we're in. And we didn't even need to use our invite that we've got. So that's fine. Let me just do a quick double check that we've missed no runes or bone charms. We haven't. Good. And so here we are, just mooching around the grounds in our mask. Lord Shaw's out the back
to
here.
The Boyle estate.
Thanks, friend. Let's get some sleep darts ready for old Lord Shaw,
Think you'll
perhaps.
get your own squad after what happened last night?
Although,
Indeed, I believe so.
let's see.
He enjoys tormenting the help. The job of an aristocrat is to stay an aristocrat. He might wear the blue jacket tomorrow. The gray doesn't bring out his eyes.
So, sounds very much like general aristocrat comments from the heart.
His family controls a large estate with many servants. They never shine up his shoes as much as he likes.
Sounds like a bit of a dick, but it sounds like he doesn't kill anyone.
Yes.
Here's a note from Trev.
Pendleton? What's he got to say to me?
Pendleton is a gutless, lying sack of shit. I hope he's paying you well for this.
Alright then. It appears that something is occurring.
It's damn cold tonight. Hurry up, and let's see what you're made of. Lord Pendleton's representative will select his weapon.
And yeah, Trev's got us
A contest of honor
into
will
a
take
duel.
place between this anonymous gentleman acting for the challenger, Lord Trevor Pendleton, and Lord Shaw, the challenged party. You will each turn and proceed to the marked positions and remain facing away from each other as I count down from 3. You may then turn and fire
Get
at
on
will.
with it. I'll kill this fool and we can all go back inside.
Excellent.
Sorry, my lord. We shall proceed.
So this is our spot, I think.
Stop. Stand right there.
Good.
3, 2, 1.
Ouch. Have some of that.
And that's another patron dead. What do we do now?
He ain't dead.
It's lucky we're in demand. I hear the Estermonts pay top coin. No use trying them tonight. Let's see if we can find a little brandy. Let the Boyles clean up the mess.
Lovely stuff. So those guys didn't actually care very much about their boss. Boss isn't dead though, lads. You realise? He's just snoozing. Now, are we able to move him without causing trouble? Do we need to move him?
Could the city get any worse?
Chances are very good.
Sod it, let's just go in. Let's go enjoy the party, shall we?